never ready. I'm never ready for it. She just looks.
So I feel like I have 1,000,001 stories about people that got me effed up because they do it all the time.
No, she just angry, y'all. Just angry. Nobody got you effed up. You just mad.
No, listen. This one time in particular, my family had me effed up.
Oh.
I don't do animals, period. No dogs, no cats, no rodents, no fish. I don't want to touch your pet. I don't want to. Like, I just don't like animals. And I was like 6 or 7 or maybe 8. I don't remember, somewhere around that age. And I had to go to summer camp. And my summer camp was in Bed-Stuy.
Uh-huh.
It was this one particular block, Lafayette, in Brooklyn, if you know. And there was this one particular house that had a Rottweiler. And the Rottweiler used to sit at the top of the steps. And you know those brownstones, it's like maybe like 13, 14 steps to get to the apartment upstairs.
First of all, you said a Rottweiler. Like, no Rottweiler, no pit bull. Like, no. I don't play with those two dogs. No Rottweiler, no pit bull. But I got you. Go ahead, tell your story.
So the Rottweiler always used to sit at the very top step and just like patrol the people that were walking by. Whenever anybody would walk by, it would bark. Like daytime, nighttime. It was worse at night when the street lights aren't on because you're not expecting it. You don't see the dog. The dog is black. You just hear like a loud, intense barking. So I'm not walking on that side of the street like you got me effed up. No, I'm not doing it.
She got beef with the dog.
I got beef with everybody. I got beef with my older sister because she used to try to make me walk on that side of the block to watch me squirm as I walked past the dog.
That's wicked, though. That's wicked to do to a kid. I said that's wicked to do to a kid, though.
My sister was wicked, period. I got story times for days because of her. But I always used to think like, I was taller than the fence. Like, the dog could have jumped over the fence anytime and attacked anybody. I don't know why it did it. It wasn't on a leash or anything. Like, and it was a Rottweiler. Like, no. So this one particular day, I was going to, it was before summer camp actually started. I was going to orientation. It was sometime in the afternoon. I don't remember the exact time. I just remember that I didn't really eat anything that day and I was starving. So, this is how you know I was young. I remember asking my mother for $1.25 so I could go to the corner store and get a beef patty. I wanted this beef patty with cheese so bad, and I got it. And I wanted to eat it before I went to the orientation because I wasn't sure if I could eat it during the meeting, whatever. So, I'm walking down the block, eating my beef patty. Walking down Nostrand Avenue, eating my beef patty. We turned to go on Lafayette, and my mother wants to walk on the side of the street that the dog is, and I'm like, Ma, no. That's the
You told her no?
I told her no several times. I even attempted to stay on the opposite side of the street and just walk down, but like I said, I was only like 6, 7, or 8, so I wasn't allowed to cross the street by myself. So my mother kind of like grabbed me up, yoked me up real quick, was like, no, you're gonna cross the street.
Well,
I walked past the house where the dog is. I see the dog, and it wasn't on the step, so I wasn't really as scared. And it didn't bark this time, so I was just like, oh, maybe my mother was on to something. We're half a block away from the summer camp, and I'm walking, and I got this beef patty in my hand, and I'm like, yes, I'm about to devour it. I only had like one bite, and I was ready to take the next one, and I just heard this noise behind me, and it was like,
oh my God.
Right?
You like a half a block away?
I'm a half a block away from the summer camp, but I have to cross the street to get there. And I hear, so I turn around and I look down, and the Rottweiler was literally at my calf with its mouth open, getting ready to bite. Bruh.
So was not the reason you didn't hear is because it wasn't in the gate? Like,
it was in the gate, but I don't know if the gate was open. I don't know how it got out. I don't know if it jumped over the gate. I have no idea. But it was out, and it was behind me, and it was ready to bite my friggin' leg off.
What?
So I dropped said beef patty that I wanted so bad that I begged for, and I took off. I didn't look to see if my mother was okay. I went straight into the street. Didn't look to see if a car was coming. I don't care.
Yo, that is
Get
crazy.
me away from here. And I ran so like fast that I didn't realize the dog wasn't chasing me. Like, I made it all the way to the corner, and this is how you know I was a good kid. Because I was still scared shitless, but I stopped when I got to the corner to look at my mother to see if it was okay for me to cross the street. Because I didn't want her to, you know, like, I was in the street, but I didn't cross the street, and I was just like, I don't want to get beat on top of this.
On top of that, yeah.
So, and then I realized that my mother, like, she kind of hit the dog with the umbrella a few times, and then she went across the street. So I was like, oh, she don't care about me neither. So
that dog was back there tearing your beef patty up.
all the dog was worried about was the beef patty.
Yo, stop playing. That dog tore your beef.
So I'm crying for multiple reasons. I told you I didn't want to walk on this side of the street, and now I'm hungry and I don't got no beef patty, and you laughing at me.
Your ass ain't getting no more beef patty either.
No, she bought me another beef patty because she felt bad.
That's nice.
And then we in orientation, and my face is still puffy because I'm still crying. And the counselor was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And I started crying all over again. And my mother is dying, laughing like she can't catch her breath or anything. And she just sitting here laughing at me. And then every time I tell that story, my mother like cries.
That's funny.
Tears coming down her face. No, you got me effed up. So to this day, I don't play around with dogs. No.
I know. Trust me, I know. I know. It's like me with cats.
I don't want to see your dog. Don't. You know the people that have the little dogs and they just let it walk like on no leash.
Oh yeah.
And they say like, oh, it's so small, it doesn't bite. I don't care. It has teeth. Get it away from me.
That's crazy because in DC, like, I remember there was a point where they were saying that your dog has to have a muzzle on. Like, I get it. Like, people, no, really, I don't get it. But I get it that people let their dogs roam free. But I was so down for that muzzle because at least if he was running free, you couldn't bite me. Like, I don't give a damn. Like, I can fight you. Put your paws up. Like, put your paws up. Like, you wasn't going to bite me. They should do that here, too. I feel like
I don't really think a muzzle. I'd rather your dog just
outside.
have leash on.
No, I don't think that's enough. You ever seen a dog pulling people?
Yes,
That's scary.
That, but I feel like I would feel bad if I saw dogs with muzzles on. Dogs have feelings too.
Until they bite you right on your butt.
Right.
And eat your beef patty. Like, no. I understand what you're saying. Like, nobody should be treated like that. Like animal cruelty or whatever. But there's a lot of attacks on little kids from dogs. Like, no. And it's always the sweetest dog. The dog never did anything to anybody. It's always the family dog. Always want to protect the family. No.
So, in the comments below, let me know, are you afraid of any animals? Do you have any horror stories with a cat, a dog, a fish, a snake?
Oh, don't get me started. My mother?
A lizard, something. Do you have any horror stories? And what would you have done if you were in that situation?
Wait, I'll cut her off. But she's a messed up friend. I'm going to tell you why. One time we went to the movies and we went out to eat. And we was walking, and I told you I got a broke foot. My foot, I just walk slow, y'all. I walk really slow, right? So she's walking in front of me, not like a good friend walking next to you to have a good conversation. She's walking in front of me.
Can I tell you why I'm walking in front of you? Because I was taking public transportation home, and she was taking a cab home. I'm trying to make it to my bus stop before the bus leaves because it was late and it was a weekday here in Brooklyn, and in that area, I don't even remember what area that was, but in that area the buses don't run too often. So I'm just like, listen, you about to call a cab anyway, you're calling an Uber or something, let me make it to my bus stop.
Anywho, so she's way ahead of me and my foot is hurting me. Not because my shoes weren't comfy, but my feet were hurting me. And I'm walking and I squint, and I'm squinting and I'm looking down. I'm like, it didn't rain. First I'm like, earthworm? Like, I don't know, I just saw something like little, like, then I look and then like a whole snake, a whole snake. So I'm like, ah! And when I started screaming, like the middle of my foot like seized up, like my arch like caught a whole cramp. And so this side is the gate where the snake is, and this other side is where the truck is. And I'm screaming for this girl. You know, she looked back and she kept walking.
I looked back and I continued walking because I thought she saw a rat, and she knows that I don't do rats either. Like, rats and dogs are up there, like.
I'm telling her, I'm like, my foot.
She did say something about her foot, but at the same time, I'm just like, bro, it's a rat. I'm not. Sorry.
She's messed up. So yeah, that's like my Millie. She got me effed up. Like, she left me, and there was a snake in Brooklyn. Like, I don't ever remember seeing like no loose snakes in Brooklyn. That scared the hell out of me. So make sure you guys comment and share in our laughter and our craziness, you guys. Thank you.
And let us know what other story times you want to see next.
Yeah, what y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? That's it.
Bye.
Peace.